Okay. First I'll put this down. Protect my little table here. Found this table in the burn pile next door. And I refinished it, roughly. And then we looked it up on the internet. And brand new, they want like $800 for it. Okay. This is a custom sword from Swords of Northshire, which is a strange name for a company. And I asked them about that. And I was going to tell you about the sword, and then I'll tell you what it's like dealing with that company. First of all, the sword is awesome. Especially when you consider the price. It was less than $200. I mean, they had it, at the time, the custom swords were advertised for like $180. But then he tells you that with this, like, skater, super coupon, you get an extra $20 off. So this is like 160 some bucks. Can't be beat. Can't be beat. And it's just awesome. Okay. I got a custom, so I really can't tell you, what are the Swords of Northshire like, because it's a custom sword. So this one really, it's just mine. It's, you know, there's likely that the person who would want to have their own custom would end up with customizing something that looked totally different. So you have to kind of judge what I'm about to say about the sword. But if this sword is representative of the average quality of all of their custom swords, then I can talk about it in a general way. I mean, generally, they're awesome. It's awesome. I mean, you got to figure the price. It's always in the back of your mind. This is an awesome sword for the price. Okay, first of all, I ordered it, just to let you know what I ordered. I ordered it with the natural wood scabbard, brown, whatever, cloth or whatever this is, silk or whatever it is, and with brown leather and the black ray skin. And then you customize the guard. And I went with the cheapest steel possible. I think it's 1060, the cheapest steel possible. And I just like the, I suppose it all unfocused. I just like the gold part on the guard. Okay, and then of course I customized it. I put my last name, Molstead, there. And it's stamped in. It isn't just like a decal like on a model, and it isn't easily washed off or rubbed off. It's literally, it's stamped into the steel, so it's pretty cool. Okay, the fit is, it's perfect. It's perfect. The handle is not really tapered. Like, the best sword I own is HSTS Budo. And that was about 500 and some bucks back then. And it comes with this quality handle. The handle tapers, kind of hourglass shape in the middle. And then they also use those paper little triangles for that, to help kind of hold and puff up the handle. And it's expensive, but that's what you're paying for, you know. This sword doesn't have any of that, but it has probably one of the most awesome feeling sword handles I own. It's so much better than I have a Hanwei downstairs, and I have Bamboo Warrior downstairs, and even the Budo. This feels so good. The leather, it feels real, which is an interesting, because I got the Budo has real silk, and it has those little triangles. It's supposed to be, and it is tapered. So it's a perfect example of what a handle should be on the swords of this price range. And yet this just feels better. It just feels so good. I think it's the leather, it's how sharp the leather edges feel. They give you, because it is leather, they're sharp, and they just feel so cool. Such a good grip. I got it with the groove in it, and that is simply for the wind it makes, the sound. The sword came kind of sharp, but of course, you know, I took it up to scary sharp, just with the sander that I have. The scabbard it's everything you need. I got natural wood. I got it. The intention is that I will sand off. There's a gloss finish over it, and and my intention is to sand off that because I wanted natural wood, but I wanted it basically untreated with anything. And so that's what I plan to do with this. And I got a junior version of this short sword. I got the smaller one too. So I got a set. But okay, that's about the sword. The sword is awesome. You can't beat it. This is the sword that I would, for new students, I can't find anything on the internet that it comes even close to what this company is giving you. But I'm told that it's going to be kind of the standard in the future. That you know, really, when they go over to Japan or China, and there's really only a few factories. They make all the swords. The different dealers, they just kind of like order them and stuff. And it's going to be kind of in the future, kind of expected that you're going to get the ability to customize your sword. That's what people want. They want this, you know, ability to customize. If I had, rather than, there's so many sword dealerships that basically they just offer, you know, they have a sword and they offer it that it's black with brown, or it's you know, it's that, and you want it, take it or leave it. But the movement is into customization. Everybody wants to customize their sword. And that's what I tell, if I were going to give a new student advice, go for the customized. Get the name on your sword. You know, that it means a lot to a person, especially a new student, that is their sword. It isn't just something that, okay, you want one, okay, there's one, you want one, there's, okay, it's the same sword, everybody gets the same sword. This is a customized sword, and that's what I think new students should have, is something that reflects them and draws them into the art of cutting. So that's what the sword is like. Can't be beat. I'm not sure what the current prices are. It was 160, it was 180 advertised, 160 when you got some sort of coupon. I think it was a code, and that's what okay, now I'm going to tell you about the company itself. It was a great company to work with. Basically one guy, and he has a website, and he has a chat function, and that allowed me to have every single night to chat with the guy about what I'm hoping for a sword, and then to place the order, and he confirmed it just like that. And you're literally chatting, and that beats everything that I've ever, all the other swords that I've ever owned were always from this big dealer, this big vendor. And I'd write them an email, and I'd get back this disjointed, translated something from China that didn't answer the question I had. And it was so nice just to be able to talk to a guy. I think he's in Texas or somewhere. Just to talk to him in English, and it's that quick. Just like you're in a chat room, because that's what it is. You log on, you get registered, and the chat box opens up, and he's on there a lot. And he's chatting with, he's getting his business going. And even if he's not online, I found out you throw a question out there, he comes right back. It must alert on his phone or something. So that was fun, to be able to customize and to get that kind of attention for just the purchase of your sword. And I've only got 2 of them, and he spent sometimes over an hour just talking about sword stuff with me. So it was a lot of fun. So that can't be beat. There are some problems. When I first ordered the first sword, where is it? I kept saying, you know, where is it? And he kept telling me, well, they're making it. Then he started telling me, well, the guy is making it. Then he found out, he kind of said, I'm going to give you all your money back, because whatever dealer he had at first couldn't produce what I wanted. And that's basically, couldn't produce this, which is just a standard 1060 low carbon steel, whatever. I mean, not up there, be the fancy steels with a groove and my name on it. And so he switched forges, he said, and I got the sword just like that, exactly the way I wanted it. It came sharp, but I sharpened it more. So it was a great experience. Now he's got a new forge that he's working with. It's a great experience. He's got wonderful customer service. Can't be beat. Yeah, I'm nothing but pleased. This is a sword that if I wanted a new student to study with me, I hand him this, or I tell him to go get one of these, he's going to come away with a great sword for not a lot of money. You're not spending a lot of money. Remember, nobody spends a lot of money on the first sword, because you're going to get more. Every year you're going to think about what's the next sword. What's the next sword? So that's my, the fit is top notch. It's beautiful tight. I've had the handle off, of course, when I worked on it. It goes together. It's snug. If you ever seen the videos of the girls that make the handle, it seems like the men do the steel and the girls all do the handle. And the girls, you know, they make it fit, even though if it wasn't, they're not really made individually. They make the things fit. And so some of them are tighter than others. Mine was very tight. I had to use one of those wood blocks to knock it off, but that's no problem. It's kind of nice to have it that tight. It's a good sword. It tapers well. She's straight. She's very sharp. So I'm very happy with it. Yep, I guess that's about the final conclusion. I'm very happy with the sword. I have no problem at all recommending the company. They did well for me. I don't know what the current prices are, and he told me that the prices go up, you know, everything goes up. So we'll have to see. But that's about it. So Swords of Northshire.